Her trusted friend took her life because she was getting more attention from men than her. If you all enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor and go crazy on that like button before we get into it, man. And another thing I have to remind you, if you have a problem with me pausing it, please do me a favor and unsubscribe and leave and go out the back door, a window, possibly a cliff or something, and do a backflip because I'm going to pause and talk. You get what I'm saying? But let's go into this video right now and see what's going on, man.
Video from inside the van. Video from inside the van shows the two women who knew each other arguing. We paused it right before the victim was hit.
An argument between the two women escalated. Police say a gunshot went off inside the SUV and the Uber stopped. 6 people got out and ran away, except for the victim, who was later pronounced dead.
She needs to serve some time. She needs to do life.
The outsider doing some time. Did y'all not just hear? 6 people got out the car and ran. If I'm rolling with them in an Uber, those are people that I would consider somewhat close to me if it's not a shared Uber, of course. I couldn't imagine any of my friends being in a situation like this and I leave. I don't care what happens, who did it, who done it. We need to de-escalate. You get what I'm saying? We need to try to get her to some safety, to get her whatever care that she needs. You know, like this is crazy. My bad. I had to pause there because what type of friends off rip? She not the only one that deserves to be in jail. A lot of them, because y'all just left that little girl laying there unalive.
This is the story of Gladys Yvette Borsella, age 28, a young mother of 3 who was shot in the back of an Uber by her close friend who had invited her out but was jealous of her after she started getting more attention than her.
Stop! You play with me. Won't you have to play with me, bitch?
Dang.
One thing led to another while they were arguing in an Uber ride, making 24-year-old Natalia Harrell, who she thought was her friend, shoot her point blank, killing her instantly during the Uber ride. The case gets really interesting when she pleaded to the judge to get out of jail because she was pregnant and thinks she does deserve more than being in jail.
An unborn child is a person. The person has constitutional rights, and one of them is the right not to be deprived of liberty without due process of law.
Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. This story will be taking us to Miami, Florida. Miami is one of the world's most popular vacation spots.
What a coincidence, y'all. You know the stereotype. When you go with your friends to Miami, y'all do not come back friends. That has been a stereotype, at least for the past 5 years. I've been hearing about the whole Miami spring break situation. Just be careful. When you go on your friend's trip to Miami, because honestly, I'm not lying. I went on a trip with some dudes. I didn't really know them, and this kind of happened. I mean, it wasn't like this, but they were arguing and fighting and things like that. And I didn't even know them dudes. I just went because it was a ride, and we split it stuff. But I'd really hear a lot of the times when it comes to women and they go to Miami that they come back not friends. But I don't hear that about Vegas. You know what I'm saying? People come back and they ain't their best friends are pregnant. But when they go to Miami, for some reason, I guess it just be too many dudes and options. They arguing. Like that is literally a known stereotype, and it's proven fact.
With trendy nightlife, beaches, art galleries, and world-class hotels, the chance that a person will become a victim of a violent crime in Miami, such as armed robbery, aggravated assault, R.I.P or murder, is 1 in 258. This equates to a rate of 4 per 1,000 inhabitants. Gladys Yvette Borsella, age 28, was a beautiful lady who was hardworking and also a goal-getter. She does OnlyFans sometimes to boost her money up. Gladys was also a mother to 3 adorable kids. They were really close.
Dang.
Gladys was described as a down-to-earth and life of the party. She loved to dance and tried to make money from dancing too sometimes when she could.
They're not talking about that dancing, y'all. They talking about something totally different.
Gladys had a friend named Natalia Harrell, age 24. They were really cool friends who kicked it and rocked it. On July 23, 2022, just like any other day, Natalia was at a party and she was told by some male friend to invite more of her female friends. Without thinking too much, she called Gladys to come over to the party. Upon arrival, things were nice and sweet, but not for too long. The male friends started showing more interest in Gladys, and that did not sit well with Natalia. The party ended and they decided to move to another location, so they got Uber. During the ride, things escalated. As they were driving from South Beach through the Brickell neighborhood of the city, the women got involved in an argument, and Natalia pulled out a gun, shooting Gladys dead.
Don't play with me. Why you acting like I'm play with me, bitch?
Get out the car. You gotta get out the car now.
Wow, that's sad.
Oh my God, like why the
All them left.
Gary, get in the car.
All them left.
Gary, get in the car. Get it.
Give me my purse. Give me my phone. My purse.
All of them left. That's sad.
Why would you do that? Give me my phone.
Your phone. Here's your phone. Here's your phone. Here's your phone.
My phone is right.
Okay. Goodbye.
Girl, fighting for her life, man.
Natalia, who was 6 weeks pregnant at the time of this incident, did not think twice. She picked up her belongings from the Uber and escaped the crime scene alongside other people who were in the car. First responders arrived and took Gladys to Jackson Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced dead.
I have a breaking news update just into the newsroom. Police telling us a shooting in Miami has turned deadly now. It happened around 2:30 this morning on Southeast 1st Street, right near South Miami.
Oh my God.
Avenue. Miami police telling us they responded to the scene after getting word that somebody had been shot. When they arrived, they found a woman in her 20s shot. She was taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital Trauma Center where she was pronounced dead. No word just yet on a suspect.
During the investigation, a witness told investigators that Natalia and some friends were at a bar on South Beach when some of the men in the group asked a woman in the group if she had any friends who might like to join them.
Man, that's crazy. There's so many men in this world. You took this girl life over some, like, bro, like, shorty, you, I don't know. This is a prime example of why you need to be careful around your friends, because this is not just women. It be dudes hating like this. Like, you will really get off about messing with a guy that's, a girl that a guy, a girl that a guy got a crush on or whatever. Like, this be the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the fact this happened, this is sad, man. This is like low barrel. And in fact, like, this is why it's important to have surveillance while they're driving Uber. I know a lot of people sit here and say, oh, like, you can't have surveillance inside. Like, F that, because situations like this honestly just gave justice to this young woman's family. It gave comfort. I mean, it didn't give at least the life that got taken, but it gave something, you know?
The woman showed the men a social media account belonging to Gladys, and they asked her to join them. She met the group at another bar in downtown Miami. Natalia reportedly was upset that Gladys had begun to drink and dance, according to the witness, who said Natalia texted her to get her girl under control. Natalia reportedly was upset that Gladys had begun to drink and dance, according to a witness, who said Natalia texted her to get her girl under control. She somehow believed Gladys will outshine her at the party, making the men more interested in Gladys. After the club shut down, 7 of the group, Harold, Gladys, a third unnamed woman, and 4 men, ordered an Uber. Harold and Gladys sat in the third row and quickly began to argue and call each other names, the witness said. Before long, the witness said, Natalia was in the front of the Uber, facing the other passengers. "You don't want this. You don't want me to go in my purse," she shouted, according to the report. And then, she pulled a black gun out of her purse and fired a single shot. Police issued an arrest warrant for Natalia on Sunday, and she turned herself in Tuesday morning.
Now for a woman killed inside an Uber during a night out in downtown Miami. The question now, what happened in that ride?
Tonight, family and friends came together to honor that victim. NBC6's Ryan Nelson joins us live from Miami with the very latest on this. Ryan.
Well, this family is in disbelief, and they're demanding answers about why the victim was shot inside of that Uber.
We love her. We're always going to love her forever.
Family and friends of 28-year-old Gladys Porcella holding a vigil Wednesday in the spot where she was shot and killed inside an Uber while in downtown Miami Saturday. A woman the victim knew personally, 24-year-old Natalia Harold, now facing second-degree murder. Loved ones leaning on one another for strength and bringing dozens of balloons in Borsella's favorite color, purple, to the scene of the shooting. The victim's mother speaking out despite the pain.
She was loved. As many people here showing it right here in this spot right now. Her kids do miss her. This is what hurts me the most too.
Witnesses say Borsella and a group of friends were spending a night on the town in South Beach Saturday. They told police the night was going well until the party moved to downtown Miami. There, an argument between the two women escalated. Police say a gunshot went off inside the SUV and the Uber stopped. 6 people got out and ran away, except for the victim, who was later pronounced dead
Back of my head, man.
at the hospital.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I think that the Uber driver can actually sue Uber because of this stuff too. Because I don't even think they even allow people to really have like weapons and stuff like that. Like it's like a whole little system. I don't know. Anybody drive Uber and heard of like what's their rules? I heard once upon a time at least that their rules were very strict.
I do want justice. She took my daughter. She left 3 small babies behind. Like, she needs to serve some time. She needs to do life.
Wednesday's Vigil, a celebration of Borsella's life and legacy, her sister tells NBC6.
There's a lot of people that is not familiar faces, but they came and they showed my sister love. That's what matters. And that's all that matters. No one came here on any type of grudge.
Natalia, who was 6 weeks pregnant when the incident happened, wanted to be released from jail when she was 8 months long because she thinks her baby needs to be out of prison. The father of Natalia's unborn child hired attorney William Norris to represent the couple's fetus. He claimed the fetus deserves to be out of jail.
There's no question about the accusation. She's been denied bond. There's no question about that.
The question attorney William Norris is raising is whether the unborn child of inmate Natalia Harrell, who's charged with second-degree murder, should remain in jail with its mother. It's an unusual and unprecedented stance, but Norris, who represents the unborn child, says it's a fair one.
An unborn child is a person. The person has constitutional rights, and one of them is the right not to be deprived of liberty without due process of law.
Norris filed a petition claiming the child should be released, that the mother hasn't received adequate medical care, and that she hasn't been seen by an OBGYN since October. The petition states the unborn child seeks immediate release from custody to receive necessary immediate medical care and to...
Unfortunately, that is true. At the same time, it just shows what type of effect the things that you do when it has a big effect on your kid. Because I'm not gonna lie, that kid definitely needs, outside of what's going on, like I'm not saying that she needs to be released, but if there's any type of way that they can just take the baby out of her stomach and keep her up in there, you get what I'm saying? Like the baby needs the proper care, because at the end of the day, it's a life coming into this world that didn't do anything wrong. You know, just unfortunately situations like this happen, you know, and now she not only just put herself in a situation, but now she's putting her child in a situation to have to get that type of nutrients while, you know, like incarceration food, I'm positive is not the most healthiest stuff for a child, you know.
To be free from unlawful and illegal detention.
I'm asserting a right of someone who is a person who has not been considered in the decision to incarcerate his mother.
Harrell, now 8 months pregnant, was 6 weeks along when she was arrested in July. Her attorney hoping to get her released on bond for 6 months. She's charged with shooting and killing Gladys Borsella during an argument in an Uber.
Let my hands go, bro.
Video from inside the van shows the two women who knew each other arguing. We paused it right before the victim was hit. Harrell's defense attorney, Andre Rouvier, says his client was standing her ground. She pleaded not guilty.
She was pregnant. She knew she was pregnant. She was fearful that this woman was going to do something to her. She launched herself towards my client, and my client reacted.
The most craziest thing that a lot of you all don't know is that even if you're guilty or not, a lawyer has to do their job. He probably know what she did was messed up, but at the end of the day, he has a job to do. So.
State fired back, responding that the petition filed on behalf of the unborn child should be dismissed. It also states that claims of Harrell not receiving proper medical attention would have to be proven in court. Miami-Dade Corrections also responding, stating Miami-Dade County Corrections and Rehabilitation partners with Jackson Health System to provide health care to the inmates in our custody, and we're committed to ensuring all inmates receive professional, timely medical care and all appropriate treatment. We're conducting a full review of the health services offered and received to ensure that all prenatal care being provided in our custody is appropriate.
Hey, that was the same judge right here. This is the same judge where old dude jumped over the the thing and tackled her. I know y'all remember that going viral.
Mother was furious about that.
Conducting a full review of the health services offered and received to ensure that all prenatal care being provided in our custody is appropriate.
Gladys's mother was furious about that.
I'm gonna let you know, a mother's cry or a mother's tears shouldn't be messed with.
She posted on social media saying Natalia Harrell killed my daughter Gladys Yvette Borsella on July 23, 2022 and now is trying to get a get-out-of-jail-free card. Where is the justice in Miami, Florida-Dade County? Let's make it viral. Let our voice be heard. A judge would later refuse her to be let out of jail. In an 11-page ruling, the court said Natalia's unborn child is not unlawfully detained because it exists inside its mother, who is lawfully detained. She has since been charged with second-degree murder and has been held at the Miami-Dade jail without bond since July 2022. She faces a maximum sentence of life in prison and a $10,000 fine. She still remains in jail until her trial. We do hope Gladys gets the judgment she deserves soon. No woman should be killed because she is being liked by some men. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Gladys Borsella. May Gladys's memory be a blessing for her family and for all who knew her, and may her life and death be an inspiration and a turning point towards justice and increased protection for gun violence survivors.
That was sad, man. Like I said, man, I gotta watch with who y'all go out of town with, especially Miami. I don't know if Houston like that or Atlanta like that now, but I know for a fact that this is a known fact that goes on in Miami, man. But prayers out to the family, man. Prayers out to her children, more importantly, because now they have to grow up without a mother. And I can just imagine having 3 girls and they got 2 girls and 1 boy. And you know, the oldest was a daughter, but it's like, how do you got to grow up without a mother to teach you? You know, it's just sad, man. People, life be ripped away from them. But yeah, the lawyers are going to play the self-defense role. You get what I'm saying? Like, she bucked up and he defended. I mean, Florida is a stand-your-ground state, so I can see that kind of overturning, which is unfortunate. But it's crazy how the law works, man. But make sure if you all enjoy this video that you give this video a huge like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. And I'll see you all tomorrow.